Chapter 4A Abby. It was dangerous enough alone to go after Dalen, but now we were heading into the heart of the Moonblood clan. Something I didn't expect us to do at all. Mainly, I just didn't expect us to even remotely get close to the idea that we were about to enter a heart that we should never see. I'm worried, more so than anyone else here, because if this goes bad, well, then it's all my fault. I'm the one who wanted answers. They were right. Both of them were right. We should have just turned back when we had the chance. I talked good when it wasn't next to a heart of werewolves. But now, things are getting a little bit more dicey. I don't know what else to say, other than we're really risking it, aren't we? But, hey, I digress. At least our day is getting better. I mean, think about it. We would probably be on some boring hunt fighting against some boring monster, but no, we are stopping a war. Something I never expected. Or, at least I hope we stop this war. We were going to send Sam. He's the one with no emotion, thus he would be the best candidate for negotiations. We traveled to their den, and it began to snow. Zach said, "Early snow. That's not going to be good for us." We continued on our way, and, of course, with the winter coming in, we were ill prepared for winter. We were not suited to fight in the snow if anything was to go down. We were not capable, thus we would die. When we arrived at the Moonblood clan, we put Sam in front of both of us. There was a auxiliary, a guard, standing outside of the cave. Sam said with as much confidence as anyone could muster at this point, "We wish to speak with your leader." He just sat there for a moment. The werewolf, he just sat there. I don't know why and I don't know how, but he just didn't respond. We dragged the body that we killed out of the bushes, and we brought it over to him. That's when he really was concerned. He immediately went to go get his leader, a big brute of a werewolf named Genderith. The werewolf walked out, all white, with a single black spot where his heart is. In my opinion, the best target we could find. He just sat there for a minute, stared at the corpse, and then said in a deep, dark voice, "What is the meaning of this?" We have a confession to make. We accidentally killed one of your men. You're kidding. This breaks our pact. Yes, it does, but we wanted to discuss the terms of peace. You kill one of my men, and now you want to discuss peace? It wasn't our fault. He attacked first. We were simply defending ourselves. How am I supposed to believe that? The mouth of a hunter. Believe it or not, but it's the truth. Listen, we don't want a war. Dalen's returned, and he's only going to make things difficult on both of us. I beg of you, please see the terms of peace. We do not want this fight. Dalen, you say? That's odd. You come to me with peace, and then you come bearing news of Dalen. Then Zach interrupted. He wouldn't be here if Dalen hadn't recruited this stupid dog. The air stopped. My heart stopped. Everything just went silent for a moment. What was he thinking? What did you just say? You heard me. Did I stutter? Because I'll say it again if I have to. This is all your fault. The terms of peace were going to go downhill really fast. Zach then said, if it wasn't for you and keeping a greater leash on this pathetic waste of life, we wouldn't be in this mess discussing surrender. That was something I feared. Surrender. This was supposed to be a peace talk, not surrender. Zach was getting us deeper into a grave we were digging right now. We were in no condition to fight. We had no way of seeing because the snow was coming down pretty heavily now, and our best chance is being completely ignored for the terms of peace and not surrender. This was getting bad, fast. Gendrith then picked Zach up and said in a deep voice again, you dare mock me. At least I don't kill my own. Something that was furious to every hunter. We are loyal and true. We do not fight against each other. But right now, I'm about ready to shoot Zach for being a fool. Zach then said, put me down, you pathetic mutt. And what's stopping me from crushing your skull right now? A small flashbang fell out of his pocket. It blinded the wolves. Me and Sam immediately knew what it was, and we tried our best to cover our eyes. Zach pulled out his gun and then immediately pointed at Gendrith and said, listen here, you pathetic mutt. Give us your terms of surrender, and we will walk away. Then Sam said, Zach, they are the wounded party, not us. We can't negotiate surrender. You're kidding. Why can't we negotiate surrender with this thing? Because it's not our place. We break the pack again, we'll be in deeper trouble than we were before. Not unless we cut them all down. Zach, restrain yourself right now. He stopped immediately. I held out my gun, or at least put my finger on the trigger. Now the question was, who was I going to point the gun at? My incompetent teammate who can't seem to keep his mouth shut to save his life, or the werewolf about to rip said teammate's head off? Honestly, I couldn't tell. That's the sad part, really. I was more concerned about the fact that we were about to go to war. We couldn't afford a two-front war. Our resources would be just stretched too thin. 1, we have to fight Dalen. 2, we would have to fight the Moonblood clan. And 3, we would have to fight ourselves. And we also have to do our own job, which is defend the people. People lose hope, then we stop getting funding. We stop getting funding, and then we immediately lose. There is so much wrong here, and Zach is ruining it for us all. Sam then said, forgive my compatriot. He doesn't know when to shut up. Please, we don't want to fight. Your companion tells me otherwise. He's stubborn. He's bold. It doesn't matter. What his opinion is doesn't matter about the terms of peace. You mean surrender? No, we're not saying that. Listen here. You want peace? Fine. I'll grant you peace. We all breathed a heavy sigh of relief. But it's going to come at a cost. Of course it is, I said to myself. You are to give me 5 hunters of your choosing to die. Sam said, "Are these the terms of your peace?" "Yes. We will drag them away and parade them like you paraded our comrade." 5 hunters? That seems extreme, Zach said. "Yes. 1 werewolf, 5 hunters. That is the terms of my agreement. You either agree with them or you die. Either way works for me. I'm getting hunter blood." Sam, before anyone else said a thing, said, "Deal." "Very well. You have honored your agreement. I will be there shortly, maybe in a month, to make good on our negotiation. Tell Max the good news. 5 hunters, 1 month. You don't pay up and we will start the war." 1 month. That was no way there was enough time to fight Dalen and defeat him. There is no way that's enough time. But the terms have already been set. We both walked away. Me and Zach, anyway, why the terms of agreement were still being discussed, the nitty-gritty, the details. I said, "You really had to antagonize him." "What? The creature deserved no chance at life. Why should I give it? We're trying to negotiate peace here." "Yes, we're trying to negotiate peace. For us, peace is surrendering." "Yes, but that doesn't give you the right to piss them off." "Listen, I'm just doing the very important thing. Right now, we are currently about to go and find Dalen, and I don't want to make any more enemies." "Well, you sure did a great job at that." Sam returned in a minute and said, 5 hunters, 1 month. This is going to be bad. There's no way we can get that. Dalen's castle is at least a week away. That's 2 weeks in order for us just to get this right. You happen to be right. That's the problem. We don't have the time. We either get back right now or we go and try and get those answers. What do you want to do, Abby? Because right now, we're currently beyond dead. We have made enemies with the Moonblood clan. We have made enemies with Dalen. We are making enemies amongst ourselves, and we still have our job to do, which is to defend these people. So, tell me, what exactly do you have planned? Because honestly, at this point, I'm open to all ears, even if it means that we possibly get ourselves killed. We might as well just off ourselves now, make it easier for Dalen, and possibly just make it less painful than what he has planned for us. I took a deep breath and then said, "You two head back to Huntsman's Keep. I'm getting that answer." "You're that determined?" Zach said. "Yes, I have no choice." "Yes, you do. You always have a choice." "My choice is to find the answers I so desperately crave." "You're kidding me, right?" You are aware what kind of agreement we just agreed to. We're the ones picking them out. Not the Moonblood clan, us. So we have to tell 5 hunters, hey, you're going to die now because of a pact that we made because we couldn't be bothered to tell Max anything. You want to blame someone? Blame Abby, because that's exactly what's going on. I shrugged and said, what do you want me to say? Because currently, right now, we're currently about to face an army the size of both of our hunters' order. And let's not forget the fact that the other orders, the Crimson, Moon, Pale, and Dark Order are all currently doing who knows what and probably won't help us out even if our lives depended on it. So, do you have a better idea? Because right now we're currently out of options. Either tell Max or you press on, and I'm not giving up. You tell Max, go back right now. I will go and confront Dalen. I will talk to you when I get back. If you get back, Zack said. If you disappear, I'm going into Huntsman's Keep and I am telling Max everything and that you died because of your own stubbornness. And should I tell him when I get back that it was your fault for getting us in a war with the Moonblood clan when the terms of peace were so simple and your ego and your stubbornness got us all killed? Yes, let me tell him that. Because that's basically what you did. He sighed, then said, Fine. You go and get the answers you want. We'll head back to Huntsman's Keep. Note that we will not stop until you're safe. How do we know if you're going to survive? I guess that's the thing. You simply don't.